actually, the discussion we had so far already paved the way to my presentation. This is exactly what I want to talk about. Visualize stories, not data. Actually, this is part of the IBCS methodology. You see, I'm managing partner at IBCS Institute, and I'm frequently giving training courses on data visualization and storytelling. And in those courses, I typically have an exercise, and I would just want to tell you a story about this exercise first, and then try to prove that with a real example. So first, the story. In our exercise, we provide our students with data from a balance sheet. I know you are all financial experts, so you know exactly what the data from a balance sheet looks like. And their job is, please visualize that. Then they look at the data from the balance sheet, and they think, oh, it's in a table. Probably we should stay with a table. How could we visualize that? And then they start stacking the liabilities, and they stack the assets, and come up with this and that. But actually, it's just visualizing the data. After 15 minutes, and all of them, it's just the same mistake all of them do. After 15 minutes, when they try to visualize a balance sheet, I stop them. I say, hey guys, have you been thinking about what you want to know from a balance sheet? What is your interest in a balance sheet? Please think again, forget about data visualization. In 5 minutes, I will ask you again what you are interested in. And then they come up, oh, well, maybe we want to see something about the company's financial stability, whether the fixed assets, this is the long-term investments, whether they are financed by long-term funds. So there is a financial stability. Or we want to evaluate the profitability of the invested money from the shareholders. So some kind of return on equity, maybe even compared to alternative investments. Or we want to see who is actually owning the company. So what is the equity ratio? What is the debt? And I said, hey guys, this is right. This is what you are interested in. So why don't you start visualizing that instead of the numbers from the balance sheet? They are smiling, and they immediately start and find completely different ways of visualizing what we are doing. So this is the story from the exercise in our IBCS workshop. And I would like to prove that this is not only with our students in our courses, it's actually exactly the same if you look at some let's say, data from annual reports. I have prepared an example from PepsiCo. And PepsiCo started to visualize the data in 2006, where you see, oh, okay, there are two product groups, fun for you in gray and better for you in blue. And the fun for you and the is about, well, we don't know the number, but well, the better for you is 38%, so it's 62% fun for you. In 2006, just visualize the data. And then they said, well, in 2017, it's 50% fun for you, better for you. Okay, so far they just visualized the data. And then they provide a message. They say, hey, and this is the original message from the annual report, better for you and good for you products are an increasing percentage of our total portfolio. So they have a message. They know what they want to convey. And if they know what they want to convey, the question is whether this visualization is the best way in doing that. And I think there are two main pitfalls. First of all, if they want to show that the percentage is increasing, I don't see anything increasing. I have to compare those two angles from those two pie charts to figure out that it's increasing, or I have to read the numbers, but I don't see the increase. That's problem number one. And problem number two is we only look at relative figures. So we don't know whether probably it has been decreasing in total, so that the reason why we now have a 50-50 share is because there has a decrease in fun for you products. better for you and good for you probably are the same, and fun for you has been decreasing, and this is why we have a 50-50 share? Or do we really have an increase in revenue? And then, of course, the question is, what was the increase between those two product groups? So I hope you agree that it probably would work better if we look at this stack column. So we have 2006, we have, by the way, we checked the numbers, those are the real numbers, 35 billion and 64 billion in total revenue. And of course, we have then the fun for you and better for you product groups. We could probably move the message that they have to the title, because the message, this is another rule from the famous, you see behind me, the IBCS poster. From the IBCS poster, message comes first. So well, probably this works better. We can even apply some let's say formatting rules. No need for such a big font size. And we add the numbers. So we had fun for you 13 and 22. In 2017, it's 32 and 32. And we can show the increase. Now it comes. We show the increase. Yeah? We show the increase of 19 or 29 respectively, which is 138% or 81%. But now we have the increase absolutely. What they wanted to share is the increase in percentage. So why don't we add a normalized bar chart, column chart, just with the same figures, and now we show how the 100% split into those two product groups, and we see exactly that we have an increase of 12 percentage points, which perfectly fits to the message that there is an increasing percentage of our total portfolio. Well, we could probably even add some comments, again taken from the annual report. This is the real comment from the report. And well, link this comment, sorry, this was too fast, link that comment to the chart. Okay? I hope you agree that this gets much better across the message they wanted to get across than this initial visualization, which just only visualized the data. And when we get messages across, then this message that they show here is just a detection. They just show what they detected. Oh, we had an increase in the percentage share of this product group. But wouldn't it be, from a perspective of empowering strategic decisions, and this is actually what we are talking about, wouldn't it be better to have some explanations? Why is that? Or even better, to give a kind of suggestion, a call to action. What should happen to further increase, if we think this is a good idea, to further increase that share? Those are just examples from our IBCS rules. You see the poster also behind me. And this actually brings me to the question. I'm really curious, you are financial professionals out there. I'm really curious how you see that. If you look at your reports, whether it's more just the detection type of thing or whether you really suggest. So, well, thank you.